Good morning all. Today we're going to cross that bridge into a village called Turner's Falls, and this is from the right side of the bridge which goes across, and I'm going to take you down the town to have a closer look. Well, here we are entering the bridge, which is a $47 million project over the Connecticut River that comes in from the Atlantic, bringing all the salmon, which travel 122 miles before they can come up the salmon ladder, which is underneath us at the end of this bridge, and go to their breeding grounds further up the Connecticut. So we're going to stop at the end of this bridge on the left at the Shady Glen restaurant and have a quick breakfast, and then walk Main Street up one side and down the other. Hope you enjoy. Well, here we are at the Shady Glen, and we'll just pop inside and try the breakfast. Okay, so we've just arrived in a little village called Turner's Falls, which is in Massachusetts, and I'm going to take you down the main street, which isn't very long, so we'll see you there. Okay, so this is we've just left the car. We're walking in the shade today. This town was built in 1867. It's located in Massachusetts, which is not far from where we live, because we live in southern Vermont. And I wanted to just give you a little show of these buildings. They are quite something. I'll just move down further and meet you there. Alright, so this is the entrance, the bridge that we came across to get here. And I'm on the corner of Main Street and 2nd Street. There goes the mailman just pulling out, and just show you some of these old buildings, and that's a good shot of where we're going, which is Main Street. So I'll meet you further down. Okay, so Sue's just looked up the Shade Theatre, which is dated well back and still going today. It's quite a big building, and I don't know what shows they put on, but we'll have to keep our eyes and ears peeled for some events there. Let's just show you the Main Street there, and I'll meet you a bit further down. Okay, we're just moving down to 3rd Street from 2nd Street, and feels like something out of an old Western movie. It's very heavily influenced by the Indians, this town, and the name Turner's comes from a soldier called Turner who went to war with the Indians, and there was quite a massacre, and they called it Turner's Falls, and we will try and find out where he is buried. So further down we've got a sports shop. I can see a pizza store and a market with a very interesting sign up there. And across the street we've got a place called the Upper Bend, which is a cafe. Across there we will come across that side in a moment and show you more. So that's Main Street, Turner's Falls, and that's what's behind us there. Okay, so this is a little idea we've seen before. It's a little book stand where people can leave books for people to read, and you can borrow one and bring it back and bring someone else a book, and it's quite popular in some towns and villages. Well, we've made it down to 4th Street, and can hear some music, and we can see a little bar going on over there with some umbrellas outside. So it's about time for beer o'clock, I guess. I'll meet you down there. So we've made it down to 5th Street and found a little senior hangout over there, and athletic club it says on the front, but and then it's got senior centre, so maybe they all work out. Some of the homes here have the great big rambling porches, top and bottom, which are really nice to sit and have a chat. This big building here, we'll find out what that is in a moment, and we'll move further down to 6th Street. We've just spotted the post office across the street. If you see signs saying Montague, that is the town itself, and Turners Falls lies inside Montague. We would probably call that a hamlet, if that makes any sense. Okay, we've just crossed the road onto, I guess this is 6th Street. Sue's just taken a picture for me. And the reason is we're going to go up and do this big church that's standing up at the top there, and then we're going to cross the road and go through a park, which is very small, and then that will bring us out at Sue's favourite little stores down the bottom, which is clothing and things. I'll meet you down there. Okay, this church is so big, I've had to come way back to get it in the frame. I'll just zoom in so you can have a look at the building work. It's unfortunately got a lot of trees around it, so I'll just take a shot from back here. Okay. So this is quite an interesting building in the park. We think it must be for the occasional concert, and it's a very nice setting. If you look around, got plenty of trees, plenty of shade, and nice place for people to sit and listen to some music. Well, it may be a little town or a village, but it's got your drive-through bank for you to do your banking without even getting out of the car. There's that. And been there and done that many times. Okay, we're back to 3rd Street, and we are parked up on top of that hill there, and that's where we're going to be heading before the big truck comes. See you up there. Okay, well, this building here has a business, I guess, called Five-Eyed Fox. We had no idea what it is, but it is a big building. This has been a pretty neat place to film today, and we've just said we're going to go around doing a few little towns that are like this. It's actually a restaurant, the Five-Eyed Fox, Sue said, so I think that's nearly it for today. I hope you've enjoyed it, and enjoy the rest of your day. Okay, what a perfect way to finish our little walk around. A little Herbie's Tavern restaurant, nice cold beer, and a perfect location, and it looks open. That's all for today. Okay, this is a continuation of the village of Turners Falls. It's where we came in along the route there, the bridge, and the river there has a salmon ladder, which we've looked at in previous years. I guess it's closed today, but it's over in that corner there, and I'll take you down to it. Okay, that's the entrance to the salmon ladder, and this is quite a nice spot here. The Connecticut River, of course, which is very wide at this point, and quite a sight. So it comes, the fish come up, and that's the dam, and over there is somewhere the fish ladder lets them carry on up the river. Okay, we can walk down and cross the river here and show you where the fish are let through. I believe that's it over in that corner over there, and then they make the way up the river. These fish, incidentally, come from the Atlantic Ocean, and they travel 122 miles, we've just read, to get to this point to continue up the river. So they work really hard, and they come every year to reproduce. Here's a couple of scary coyotes that are in the window of a gun store.